Good afternoon, everyone. It's been such a wonderful session this morning. And, I've heard all the speakers speak, and I want to say everybody did a good job. My name is Abioye Oluwakemisola, and I'm here to talk to you about holistic health. All of us want to manifest money. We focus a lot on the money aspect, the material aspect of manifestation. A lot of people have gone into spirituality also because they are trying to better their lives in that aspect, forgetting that your health is very important, because even if you have all the money in the world and you have bad health, and it's all for nothing. So I'm here to talk about healing your body, healing your gut and your nervous system for spiritual awakening, because they all go hand in hand. So the healing part is not just spiritual, it is also very biological. I know a lot of people have experienced this. You've journaled, you've said all your affirmations, all your prayers, but you still feel stuck somehow. You just still feel anxious, you still have fear, and it seems like nothing is working. This is your body trying to pass a message to you that, you need to look at your health, you need to do something about your health. And we all know that it starts from what we eat most of the time. And then whatever you put into your mouth goes to your stomach, which is your gut. Most of us see our gut as just a digestive organ, just for digestion, for taking out waste products. But your gut is more than that. Your gut is like your second brain. Your gut is connected to your nervous system, and they have this communication. It's a two-way communication between your gut and your nervous system. So whatever you put into your stomach affects how your mind works, affects how your nervous system works. And that is why even after saying all the affirmations, that's why some of us even struggle to meditate, we struggle to pray, we struggle to be focused, because in there is not, your gut is inflamed and you're bloated and you're not eating what you're supposed to eat. So I'm here to take us through this journey of eating the right thing, doing the right thing, to help us in our spiritual awakening journey, because we all need to tie these two aspects of our lives together. The gut produces 90% of serotonin. Serotonin is a hormone, which is also known as the feel-good hormone, that helps us to regulate our emotions, like your anxiety, fear, joy, happiness. This particular hormone is very responsible for it, and then 90% of it is produced in your gut. So imagine when your gut isn't doing well, what's going to happen? You're definitely going to be having a lot of negative emotions more than the positive emotions. So this is one of the reasons why you need to actually heal your gut. You need to actually watch what you eat, and it will also help you in that spiritual awakening process. So basically, when you have chronic gut issues, it leads to chronic disconnection from yourself. It leads to chronic disconnection from your body, and that leads to lack of inner peace. And you just have this people just connect spiritually fully. I'm sure a lot of people have heard about fasting. Most spiritual people encourage you to fast. And this is just because it will help you watch what you put into your system. Our bodies need to be light. I used to tell people that, I used to tell my one-on-one clients that eating three times daily is just a big lie that was told to us. Your body doesn't need 3 major meals in a day. How does it even break all those things down? Then for some of us, we snack here and there, we take a lot of junk foods, we take a lot of soda, and we think it's juice. You don't take fruits, you don't take vegetables, you don't take things that helps you to even detox your system. So all of these things are things that we need to watch so that we are not disconnected from our body. So I always encourage people to fast once in a while. You can just do a water fast or a fruit fast for 2 days. Let your body release everything that you've eaten so far. Trust me, you're going to feel light, you're going to feel better, and it's going to help you so much in your spiritual awakening. Can you hear me? I think I saw a comment that my mic is off. And when we go to the nervous system, as I said earlier, the nervous system is in connection with your gut. They all pass messages. I'll give you an instance. I'm sure some of us have, a lot of us, we always feel this. Let's say the moment you start having anxiety, you start feeling dizzy and you start having like this stomach upset. Sometimes it's so bad that you even have to go to the toilet. This is because your nervous system and your gut are connected. Whatever happens in your mind, in your head, affects your gut. Whatever happens in your stomach affects your mind. So they are so connected, and I always talk about this on all my platforms. So you have to watch what you put in your mind and also what you put in your mouth, because they affect each other. And then most of us have some people they have traumas, childhood traumas, and they are trying to heal these traumas. They've done a lot of things, journaling, therapy, meditation, and they forget to work on their guts. They forget to work on their diet. And that is why they are not getting the results that they are supposed to get. So your gut is really, really important. I mean, 20 minutes is too small for me to, explain this, talk about this topic, but I will try my best. I'll be giving you symptoms to, look out for, to tell you when your gut is inflamed, when you need to work on your gut. One of the symptoms is constant bloating. No matter what you eat, no matter what you do, you're just constantly bloated. IBS, gas retention, acid reflux, feeling like throwing up after eating, or some people just, in fact, they are going to the toilets, immediately they put something in their mouth, in their stomach. These are all signs that your gut is inflamed. You need to do something about it. Also, for women, one of the major issues that shows you that there's something wrong with your gut is when you are dealing with hormonal imbalance, painful menstruation or irregular menstruation, heavy menstruation, fibroids, cysts, and autoimmune disease in general. All of these are indication that there's something wrong with your gut. And just to touch on how, I can just give you like quick tips on how you can start healing yourself with the short time that we have. There are 4 R's for healing your gut. I call them the 4 R's. The first is remove. First of all, you have to identify those things that you're doing or eating that is not good for you. Things like junk food, things like too much sugar, too much soda, we call it minerals or soft drinks here in Nigeria. All those things, you need to take them out. You need to clean out your refrigerator. You need to clean out your pantry. You need to look at what you have in your house. What are you eating? So first of all, you need to sit down and remove all those things. Then the second R stands for replace. After removing all those things, then you now have to replace them with the right things. So you replace them, replace this junk food with fresh fruits, vegetables, food that contains high fiber, protein. You take in things that we have a lot of herbal teas, a lot of herbs that you can take. One of the most powerful herbs that I preach for people to take is moringa. It is very good for both men and women. It helps you with regulating your hormones. It has 62 vitamins and minerals. So you have magnesium, calcium. Moringa is one of the cheapest herbs we have in Nigeria. With just 1,000 naira, you can get a container of moringa that will last you for a month. So after removing, you replace your diet with the right things. Fruits, vegetables, lots of protein. You cut down meat consumption. And, I'm not asking you to go on a vegan diet, but I'm sure you guys get what I mean. I don't preach restrictive eating, but I preach eating in moderation. Also, eating 3 times a day, eating 3 heavy meals a day is not advisable. And then you need to take out, I have somewhere in a factory. That will guide you. Also, when you're in a supermarket, read labels. Read labels. Don't just, a lot of us shop because of how cute a container looks, how fancy it looks, and they were picking it. But we forget to even read what we are like buying. We forget to read the labels. You need to read all those, the nutritional part of the content, part of the product you're buying, and see, the amount of carbohydrates, protein, fat and oils that these items contain. Preferably, just buy fresh things from the market and, use to prepare your food. Then we go to the third R, which is re-inoculate. As the word implies, inoculation is where you put in like microorganisms in your body. So after healing, when you're trying to heal your gut, when you have a bad gut or an inflamed gut, all it's pointing at is that the microbiomes in your gut are not the right ones, or they are not good enough. So you need to feed your gut with the right microbiomes. This is where probiotics come in. You can get probiotic pills in the pharmacy, but I personally preach that you use homemade natural probiotics. And one of the easiest one that you can make in your house is sauerkraut, basically fermented cabbage. On my platforms, I have videos. I have helped a lot of people learn how to make sauerkraut. It's very easy to make. It's just made from cabbage. You ferment it for some days and you have probiotics. And you can also just maybe do your research, go to the pharmacy and get good probiotic tablets and take them. This will help to balance the microbiomes in your gut and give your gut will help you to, start healing your body. As a human being, you should go to the toilet every day, at least once a day. As a person, if you're healthy, you're not supposed to be bloated. You're not supposed to be getting exhausted easily. Some of us wake up, especially women, we wake up and we are tired. In fact, you're waking up in the morning, you've not done anything, but you're too tired to leave your bed. I have experienced it. I have gone through all of this, so I can relate. I know how it feels. It is very frustrating. You walk from here to there and it's like your legs are swollen. Your body is swollen. You don't even know what to do. So all this points to the fact that there's something wrong with your gut, and then you have to start looking at all of this. Like, I want you to ask yourself, what is my body trying to say to me right now? I think we should just take like few seconds to ask ourselves that question. What is my body trying to say to me? Many of us are chasing money. We are working either for ourselves or for people. We are not resting enough. We're not eating well. Maybe in a day, you're just buying meat pie and Coke, and that's all you have. Every day, you probably have a 9 to 5, and you skip breakfast. You go to work for lunch, you're either buying rice. Every day, from Monday to Friday, you're buying rice. Or you're buying snacks and taking it with Coke. From Monday to Friday. Like, even you just sit down and think of it, what are you putting in your body? You're definitely not eating right. So I want us to ask ourselves in this moment, what is my body trying to tell me? That headache that is constant every day, that once you get home, you're popping Panadol, it is a message that your body is trying to send to you that you're not taking good care of me. You're not eating what you're supposed to eat. That your body is screaming. It's trying to pass that message to you, but all you do is, oh, I have headache, and you just take Panadol and, swallow and go to bed. It's a quick fix, but it is not the solution. It doesn't address the root cause. So you're only maxing the symptoms. And by the time you're 40, 50, you start dealing with serious health issues, and then you don't even know where it's coming from. And they're like, oh, why live the health? You didn't live a healthy life. You didn't. You were suppressing your symptoms, but it gets to a point where your body will shut down. If you don't do what you're supposed to do, your body will do it for you. And by that time, it will be too late. It might be, a bit too late, or, it will make you to start spending a lot and going through a lot of pains that, you can easily have avoided. So please, let's ask ourselves this question. What is my body trying to tell me? Sit with your body and look out for all these symptoms and talk to yourself. I'm so grateful to be able to share this space with you. I'm so grateful to Mr. Femi to give me this opportunity to speak to all of you, and I hope that I have awoken, something in everybody that we would, from today henceforth, look at our health like, something we should take serious. Not just looking for money, not just like working, but you look at your health and you tell yourself, I'll start eating better, I'll start doing better. Also, your nervous system needs regulation. Your nervous system needs healing. And the ways you can do that is trying to sleep. We need rest. A lot of us hardly sleep. I think sleep is one of the biggest health issues that we have in the world. Someone told me, he said, we're talking about, because we're talking about something, and he was like, if I can, make a product, a herbal tea, for example, because I do a lot of teas. Like, if I can make a product that would make people sleep, that I would probably become a billionaire in a few years, because one of the major health challenges in the world is people don't sleep. They sleep for like 1 to 2 hours and they can't sleep anymore. So it's a problem. When you cannot sleep, it means there's something wrong with your body. Your nervous system is dysregulated and there's something wrong with your gut. So you need to rest well, you need to sleep well. For your nervous system, meditation is good. Low intensity exercises like yoga, Pilates, listening to meditative sounds. Mr. Femi always talks about, sound frequency. All those things helps to calm your body, especially maybe right before bed. You do all of this, you take, a cold shower or a warm shower, and then you just lie down on your bed, do deep breath exercises, listen to all this sound frequency, and just try to calm yourself before you go to bed. Most of us go to bed thinking. We're thinking about the following day already. Today has not ended. We're already thinking about tomorrow. And you're worrying, and you go to bed in that state. And then you wake up the following morning tired. That's because your mind, your brain did not shut down. You slept in that chaos, and then you're going to wake up in it. You wake up cranky, and immediately you wake up, you just jump up from your bed. You don't even take time to like sit with yourself, talk to yourself, breathe in and breathe out. You just jump up and you're rushing to start your day. All of this, in all of this, you have to develop a good self-care routine that involves what you eat and also how you take care of your body, move your body. I tell people you necessarily don't have to go to the gym. They always tell me, I don't have time to go to the gym because of my work, or maybe I can't afford to go to the gym. And I tell them, you don't have to go to the gym. You just need 10 to 15 minutes every morning when you wake up. You can skip, you can stretch, you can meditate, you can have like a 10 minutes. There are a lot of videos on YouTube, just 5 minutes of yoga. And that is enough exercise for your mind and for your body, trust me. Except maybe you're trying to maybe lose weight, or probably you're trying to build muscles. But if it's just to maintain, your health, those 10, 15 minutes exercise, low intensity exercise that you can just do in your room on a mat, trust me, will make a huge difference. You'll find out that the whole day you have enough energy. You don't have to rely on coffee. A lot of people take coffee first thing in the morning, which is not really good. You won't have to rely on coffee because your body starts functioning the way it should. So I would encourage us to really take our health seriously from now henceforth. It will also help you in your manifestation, because when your nervous system is regulated, you're calm, you're collected, you have the ability to focus more, and you're not just worrying and anxious. All of us here in the manifestation community, we know that anxiety does nothing for you when it comes to that aspect. So you have to really be in that state of calm, in that state where you know that everything is working for you. And this is, where the spiritual awakening process comes in. So when you feed your mind and you feed your body the right things you're supposed to feed them, you're going to attain a higher state of consciousness. But when you're lacking in this aspect, you keep struggling and you will never get to that high state of consciousness. Even if you manage to, you won't be able to keep it. So I will use this opportunity to just say a little bit of my own personal story. I started this journey about 5 years ago when I was having a lot of hormonal imbalance. I've been to different gynecologists here in Abuja, spent a lot of money in the hospital, and I just couldn't get what I wanted. Take drugs and I still feel shitty every day. Feel frustrated, low in energy, acne, my skin was really bad. A lot of things, it was so bad. And then I got tired. I was like, there has to be a way. There has to be a way. Like, my ancestors didn't even deal with hormonal imbalance. So what's wrong with us that a lot of women these days are suffering from that? And that's what, took me to this part of holistic health. I started doing my research. I started coming across a lot of people that have healed their bodies of similar things and even other things like cancer. And I started looking at what I eat. And trust me, I felt different. And that's how I've been on this journey for 5 years. And I've helped a lot of people close to me. They come to me with their questions and I tell them what to do, and it works if they follow it and they are consistent. And this has also led me to building a brand, which I'll be launching tomorrow. It's called Ashera Wellness. You can follow my brand on TikTok, Instagram, and just check us out. I also have a personal TikTok page where I talk about things like this. So if I have, touched you today and you want to learn more and you want to keep hearing from me, go follow me on TikTok. My TikTok handle is Goddess Kemi. That is GODDESSKHEMMY. And, you learn a lot from everything I talk about. I mean, 20 minutes is too small for me to touch on all this topic, but I'm so grateful to be able to share this space with all of you. And I hope that I have really spoken to somebody today to take good care of their health, because when you manifest those millions of naira that you want, millions of dollars, thousands of dollars, you need to be healthy to enjoy that money. You need to be healthy to travel the world as you wish, drive the cars that you wish, live in the house that you don't want to be living in the hospital. You don't want to be going to the hospital every day or spending your money on drugs and medications. You want to live a healthy life. So while you're trying to manifest money, while you're focusing on the material aspect of your life, do not forget your health, so that at 50, at 60, at 70, you will still be able to do things for yourself. You won't need a caregiver. You won't be stressing your family members to be taking care of you. You will be able to walk. You'll be able to do everything for yourself. You won't be suffering from memory loss, Alzheimer's, and all of that cancer. So this is the time for you to look after your health. It's never too late to start. So you can start today. Go to your kitchen, go to your fridge, look at what you shouldn't have there and throw it out, regardless of how much you might have spent getting it. And then also for parents, I tell parents that our children are the future leaders of tomorrow. So it is what you teach them to eat from now that their body is going to be used to, and that is what they would want to eat as adults. So as parents, do not indulge your kids in junk food. It's so sad that I see a lot of kids going to school with a lot of junks. They are buying them Capri Sun, Bobo, Chivita, and it's like, because they have the money, they have the money to buy all these imported, in Nigeria here, the imported groceries, the biscuits and stuff like that. Yes, you have the money, but you can use that money to give your kids better things than all those junks. So start teaching your kids from now how to eat healthy. They should be able to eat salads. They should be able to eat fruits. They should eat what you eat, so that their bodies would naturally crave those type of foods. It's so sad that we see 10-year-olds, even in fact less than 10-year-olds, they're already obese. We have children suffering from diabetes. That's so sad. A child shouldn't be having to deal with diabetes at such age. But it's all boils down to what they've been eating. So if you feed your children right, they will be healthy and they will continue the practice and also feed their own children right. So it starts from us. Let's make that conscious decision today to start eating healthy. And I think I've come to the end of my session. I just want to say thank you to all of you that have listened and participated, and I hope that you start taking your health seriously from today, and also take your spiritual awakening journey seriously. Thank you.